Hey warriors, are you looking to lose some body fat? Well, this episode is all about that. Who wrote this shit? Disclaimers. Let's discard any taboos surrounding the topic of body image. There's nothing wrong with being overweight, or bulky, stout, buxom, or curvaceous. Some social circles put a bit too much value in body image, but that's not us. It's not in our scene. This video is a safe place for the safe and friendly discussion on the topic of losing body fat, if that happens to be your goal or your interest. Secondly, this is a two-part video because I'm going to be going on a 10-week fat-burning challenge to demonstrate to you what the journey looks like and the numerous challenges you might experience along the way. That and for personal reasons, but I digress. Nevertheless, part 2 will be the results of those 10 weeks. Okay, so as I said in the last video, losing fat is both really simple and extraordinarily complicated and difficult. So I've done my best to structure this video into a series of cascading steps that you can follow to hopefully give you the best results. Step number 1. Establish a strong and unyielding foundation. Why are you doing this? Why are you going on this journey? Don't make the reason mediocre. Make it an epic quest. This journey is all about you, your body, your character. It's how you express yourself in this physical world. Understand that some people look really good being big or bulky or curvaceous. It really suits them, suits their character, and they look really nice. Just give that some consideration before you go much further. Also, fat has a function. We evolved it for a very good reason. It's a very important fuel source. It keeps us insulated, and it protects our organs from trauma. You could say we evolved it to survive the winter famine. And of course, fat does have its bad side as well, and I'm sure you're all already educated on it already. Increased risk of heart disease, increased risk of stroke, increased pressure and inflammation on the joints, decreased performance on the battlefield. Another thing to consider is if you are being pressured into doing this by an outside influence, such as a loved one, family, friends, social circles, or just society in general. It is your body, your journey, your life, not theirs. As soon as you attach a goal like this to an outside influence, that goal becomes dependent on that influence. And if that influence ever crumbles or goes away, and trust me, it will, your goal crumbles along with it. The only thing you can count on in this world to be there through every single moment of your life, no matter what, is you. So build your foundation from the center of you, from your own strength and your own spirit. And if you feel that you're not strong enough or good enough, or that you're too broken to build a foundation from, all the more reason to go on this journey and prove that self-limiting lie wrong. So now that it's just you, your foundation, and your journey in the picture, we can move on to step 2. What makes fat loss so simple? Well, at its core, it's just a game of addition and subtraction. It really can be that simple. Try to look at your body and your food as energy. According to the fundamental laws of thermodynamics, energy cannot be created or destroyed, only transformed. If you give your body more energy than it needs, it stores that energy. If you give your body less energy than it needs, it will use its stored energy. So to approach fat loss in a reliable way, we want to calculate how much energy your body is burning just getting by. We call this the base metabolic rate. And there are several ways to calculate this, but we're not going to use any of them because, well, just look at them. And they will each give you slightly different results. So to keep this step as simple as possible, I put together a table. Have a look at this table, find around about where you might fit in, and work off that. Because close enough is good enough in this case. Okay, you got your BMR, that's great, but remember, that's just the energy your body would be using if it were effectively lying on the couch all day. Most of us actually get up and do stuff. So to work out how much you're really burning on an average day, we want to factor in those activities. There are calculators for this, but again, I've simplified it. Roughly 10 minutes of walking, gardening, or general housework is around 30 to 60 calories. Obviously, you want to pick 30 calories if you're on the lighter end of the table, or 50 to 60 if you're on the heavier end of the table, or doing something more intense like lifting heavy furniture or whatever. When it comes to factoring in exercise, it works out to be around 300 to 600 calories per hour of intense exercise, depending on where you are in the table. This is very subjective and, well, let's say inaccurate. Because when I've tracked my own training, such as with a heart rate monitor, at times I've burnt up to 1,000 calories per hour. And the same workout on a different day, it worked out being about 700. So my advice is assume the lower number, and if you do happen to burn more than that, that's an unseen bonus. So tally that up and you get roughly how much energy your body burns on the average day. So aim to consume around about 500 calories less than this number to burn fat. Don't go too hardcore or push that number too much, because then you're at risk of your body's metabolism slowing down, and I'll get to that later. Obviously this means you're going to have to start tracking the calories in your food by reading the labels on the back of things in the supermarket and whatnot. I know that's a big pain in the bum, and there are apps out there that can help you with this process, but after a while this will become very instinctive. You'll see things on the shelves and you'll know roughly what the number's going to be, and you'll automatically start tallying it up in your head. So, seems simple enough, yes? For some of you it really is going to be that simple. But for the rest of us, this is where things start getting really complex. And brings us to step 3. What makes fat loss so damn complicated? So complicated, in fact, there are literally thousands of YouTube channels devoted to the topic. Just look at all these. Understand this. Your body is an aspiring perpetual motion machine, and it will break the fundamental laws of thermodynamics by taking the whole energy in versus energy out concept and throwing it completely on its head. Give the body regular exercise, it will become more efficient at it and burn less fat. Give the body less fuel, it will become more efficient and burn less fat. Give the body a whole heap of stress, it will want to slow you down and give you rest, thus burn less fat. Here's a good one. Spike the body's energy levels too quickly with refined sugars and processed carbohydrates, thus spiking insulin, and your body will go into build mode, where it'll slow down, make you feel tired and even hungry, even if you've already eaten, and won't even let you burn fat at all, while it focuses all its attention on storing all this excess energy it doesn't need. Basically, your body doesn't care about your fat loss goals, whether they be functional or aesthetic. It's only concerned as your continued existence, whatever that existence entails. It will adjust itself according to your lifestyle, which includes what you do, what you eat, and how you feel on a roughly weekly basis. Get out your permanent marker and scratch this into your bathroom wall, because this one-liner is going to change how you look at the human body forever. Your body is a reflection of your lifestyle. So for your body to look, feel, or perform a certain way, you've got to match it with an appropriate lifestyle by balancing diet, exercise, and well-being. Step 4. What makes this so great? If you can make it through this step, you will surpass all those who have tried and failed. You will succeed. You see, you are not just burning fat, you are transforming yourself, and your whole life, in fact, through this process. Remember that one-liner I gave you before? Here's another one to put just underneath it. If you want something to change, you have to change something. And that's as much true up here as it is anywhere else. So everything that makes the whole fat loss journey difficult or challenging, we're going to take those and we're going to turn them upside down, turn them into strengths to fuel our success. Resisting the urge to eat unhealthy or excessive meals and snacks will improve our overall willpower. Thus, we are more likely to say no to the things we don't want in our lives. This will improve our relationships, our working life, and our own self-worth. Exercise increases the amount of energy you have available to you on any given day. It effectively increases your maximum health and stamina, in a way. It means there's more of you to go around. So if you have a busy lifestyle or very ambitious goals, exercise will really help improve things for you. And here's a tip. The best day to train is the day you don't feel like it. Exercise releases the feel-good hormones, not just from your brain, but from your heart as well. Meaning the more consistently you exercise, the more you challenge yourself, the better you will feel overall. Have you ever wondered why fit people are usually so upbeat? Step 5. Measure yourself. When you're seeing yourself in the reflection multiple times every single day, it's easy to miss the little changes that your body's making over time. And it might be seen as there being no progress at all, which is not true. The best way to observe it is to measure yourself and record the results on a regular basis. That way, you can see the progress being made. In my case, I'm weighing myself and doing a bioimpedance scan. This is showing me that I'm roughly 95 kilos and 25% body fat, give or take. I'm also measuring myself around the waist. The tape measure is showing me that I'm about 99 to 100 centimeters. I'm going to improve on this. But let's see how it progresses over the next 10 weeks. Now those measurements can be a bit subjective. The best measurement you can take is a visual one. Take a photo of yourself in minimal or form-fitting clothing and put that photo on your phone's home screen or lock screen, or on your computer desktop background, or in your wallet. The idea is you want to see it all the time, and you want to be reminded of what you're trying to achieve, especially if you're about to buy some junk food or a meal you don't really need. Step 6. Step 6. Consistency. Keep at it no matter what. No fat loss journey is a straight line to success. You will have your ups and downs. You will hit walls, fall off wagons, you name it. Remember to just keep getting back up and keep striving towards your goal. And when you finally get there, if you find that the results aren't as pleasing as you had hoped, just move the goalposts and keep on going. Because in truth, the journey never ends. You see, once you have achieved your fat loss goal, you may decide to move on to a new goal, such as time to build muscle or to improve performance. Could be anything. Or perhaps you're not sure. These goals might only present themselves once you get there. Either way, the more effort and more energy you put into it, the more you will have available to you later on. The more opportunities that will present themselves. This is a win-win. You have nothing to lose, except fat. Okay, I'm out. Bye-bye. See you in the next video.